Let it fly to somewhere far from here, through the crowds and through the hills of my dreams. Let this heart drift off to where it needs to be. Take this heart and let it soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. Take this heart and let it soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. You're still in my heart. Oh, please let the wind take my heart away. Let it fly to somewhere far from here, through the crowds and through the hills of my dreams. Let this heart drift off to where it needs to be. Take this heart and let it soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. Take this heart and let it soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. You're still in my heart. Oh, please let the wind take my heart away. Let it fly to somewhere far from here, through the crowds and through the hills of my dreams. Let this heart drift off to where it needs to be. Take this heart and let it soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. Take this heart and let it soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. You're still in my heart. Take this heart and let it soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. please let the wind take my heart away. Let it fly to somewhere far from here. Through the crowds and through the hills of my dreams. Let this heart drift off to where it needs to be. Take this heart and let us soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. Take this heart and let us soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. You're still in my heart. Oh, please let the wind take my heart away. Let it fly to somewhere far from here. Through the crowds and through the hills of my dreams. Let this heart drift off to where it needs to be. Take this heart and let us soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night. Take this heart and let us soar across the sky to the farthest seas so it will go. Even if we are apart, you'll still be in my heart to keep you safe and sound through the night.
I see new horizons are opening up new feelings. I feel great in every moment. When I see the world around me, it makes me feel
Open to the new shades. Amazing Thailand.
สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to TAT webinar once again, and the topic today is regarding to TAT Paris on the future of outbound tourism French market. Along this session of 1 hour, if you have any questions, you can leave it at the left side of the Q&A icon, and if you're watching from smartphone or tablets, the icon will be on the top of the screen. And today we are very honored to have our speakers to give us more information on French market. And if you're a target on French market, so please stay tuned. Without any further delay, may I introduce our speakers of today. There are 4 of us. First, Kun Warapha Angka Sirisap, the Director of TAT Paris office. Kun Warapha is with us.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ คุณวรภา
สวัสดีค่ะ
And the second speaker of today is Kun Virginie Jabo from Asia. Kun Virginie is a co-director and co-director of product and director of partnership from Asia, and she's been working with tour operators for over 25 years. And also she's a Thailand and Asia lover. She keeps on developing Thailand product into the market to align with TAT marketing strategy. And the third speaker, our invited speaker of today is Kun Didier Cabo from the CEO from Visitors. สวัสดีค่ะ คุณ Didier.
Hello Thailand. Good afternoon.
Didier has
Hello,
a
everybody.
full experience in the tourism industry. He started working in the tour operators company since 1986, and in 1996 he started another company for B2B. And last but not least, let's welcome Kun Prakit Saiporn, our marketing officer from TAT Paris.
สวัสดีครับหมกชูครับ
สวัสดีค่ะคุณประกิต So all the speakers will be here with us throughout this 1 hour, and we will begin with Kun Warapa by the market insight of French market, and our two invited speakers will give an insight about the outbound of French market and the information. So without any further ado, Kun Warapa, please begin with the marketing insight. Over to you, Kun Warapa.
ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะค่ะBonjour from Paris. It is beautiful and sunny outside here, and you would never really feel that the COVID-19 pandemic is going on. Anyway, I would like to thank you all for attending our session today, and I hope the information from us three will be somehow useful for you. So, and let me begin with a bit of introduction of our areas of responsibility. In Europe, apart from France, we are also in charge of the marketing activities in the Netherlands and Belgium. We also monitor another 3 small side markets in North Africa, which are Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. And now, let me share with you briefly the general profile of the French market. France is the country with the population of around 67 million. And you can see the GDP of the first quarter, which was 1.1% before the COVID-19 pandemic, and was unfortunately decreased to minus 5.8%, just like most countries in the world now, which are hard hit by the pandemic. And now we look at the number of French visitors to Thailand in the past 3 years. Around 740 to 750,000 French visitors have visited Thailand, with a slight increase and decrease year on year. In January this year, we started with a usual number that we normally get during the high season of around 87,000 arrivals, until we saw a significant drop in February and March, when the pandemic started to become the cause of blocking all the travels. And back to the day when the situation was normal, Thailand has always been in the first top 3 favorite long-haul destinations of French travelers, and only second to the US. Our French visitors are from all areas around France, but mainly from Paris area, of course, followed by the cities of Lyon and Marseille, where there were good flight connections to Thailand. And the 10 most visited destinations in Thailand by French travelers are shown here, with Bangkok, Phuket, Chiang Mai as the top 3 provinces. I think this is similar to other markets in Europe as well. And as for the French traveler profile, 54% are male and 46% are female. And most of them are FIT travelers. And we can see that 62% are lead visitors. The average stay is around 17.6 days, and the age groups are various, from young to senior travelers with bilateral as shown here. And after COVID-19, we think that the general profile will be still more or less the same, except for the spending per trip, which can probably be lower than before. And when it comes to the accessibility, there used to be plenty of direct and connecting flights between France and Thailand. Before COVID-19, we had around 15 direct flights a week by Thai Airways and Air France. However, we all know that the situation is different now, and we will have to wait for some time until we can calculate the exact upcoming number of flights. Although we heard the news that Thai Airways might come back with 3 flights a week between Bangkok and Paris, but we will have to wait and see for a while. France ranks, regarding COVID-19, France ranks number 7 for the countries with the most COVID-19 infected cases. As of yesterday, it was around 182,000 cases in France, But actually, if we look at the statistic, the situation seems to be a bit better than last month. So we hope for a positive recovery sooner or later. And the country was locked down from 55 days from the 17th of March to the 10th of May. And from the 11th of May, the restrictions have been partially lifted. The French government have actually issued a number of measures to help their citizens and the businesses during the economic downturn. Workers are given furlough, which is partial unemployment, and still receive 84% of their salary supported by the government. Regarding traveling, people are allowed to travel up to 100 kilometers from home, up until now. And the border between France and other EU countries are still closed until the 15th of June and are closed indefinitely until further notice for non-EU countries outside Europe. International travels, therefore, remain very limited right now. However, with the 2-month lockdown, it is not easy for French people not to think about when they can travel again. So may I share with you a few interesting surveys that we have found. The first one is a survey by Global Web Index, asking the question of which delay large purchases will you prioritize making first? This is the questions to the French people. And the survey shows that people most likely to prioritize vacation as next large purchase. So this is quite good news, but vacation in this case, it can mean many kinds of vacations. So maybe it doesn't always mean long haul destination. It includes every kind of vacation. And another survey published recently under the topic, do French always want to travel? With the sample size of 560 people, it shows that people with the age group of 25 to 45 years old want to travel again as soon as possible, while the age of 55 plus are more worried to travel. And 48% want to travel this summer, and they are ready to travel if sanitary safety is guaranteed. Safe transportation does matter. And 21% would look at the promotion and sales which are offered in the market. And as for destination, what are they looking for? They seek for sun, they seek for exoticism, natural landscape, sea, and culture. And fortunately, Thailand actually have them all. And to conclude the travel trend for this year, with the uncertainty of international travel caused by the measures of France itself and the overseas destinations, people tend to travel in France first during this summer of July and August. And the government also encouraged people to travel in the country in order to boost French tourism industry, which has been hard hit by the pandemic. And with the question, when will they travel overseas for the long haul destinations like Thailand? I think everyone, our audience might think about this, like when will they travel overseas for the long haul destination again? This is hard to say precisely when. However, if the situation becomes positive in the next 2 months, booking might start to pick up in autumn for the trips in winter. And the trips in winter means the first quarter of the year to 2021. Also, more last-minute bookings will be expected. With the concern of the economic and the uncertain circumstance which may affect their income, they will also become more price sensitive than before. And Thailand might be benefited in this case as it always possesses the image of value for money destination. Another factor which was mentioned earlier is the sanitary safety. I think this is already in most Thai hoteliers' plan. And at the same time, the Tourism Authority of Thailand head office, in collaboration with the public and private sector partners, is also working on what we call an Amazing Thailand Safety and Health Administration, or in short, SHA, certification project. The mini site for information registration can be accessed at www.tourismthailand.org/Thailand SHA, which is shown here. If you are interested, you may go into the website and see how you can benefit from this project. Here in France, the Hotel Trade and Industrials Union have also established some guidelines which may be the same as CHA in Thailand. For example, they give the guidelines about all surfaces in the bedroom, TV remotes, and door handles are disinfected after the client has left. And everything that is not useful in the bedroom and could carry the virus, such as decorative pillows and other draperies, will be removed. And the pillowcases and bed sheets will be covered with a washable fabric. So these small little details are quite important, and they can be, the sanitary safety will be the selling points of all hotels around the world. During the lockdown in France in the past 2 months, TAT Paris did not suspend our work in the market, although we need to adjust some of our activities, and we focused our efforts on online communication through our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our database. For example, the online networking workshop has been organized to facilitate the networking between Thai hoteliers and French TOs and TAs, as it is not the time for sales call in person yet. But this online networking can give the opportunities for us to reconnect with our partners in France. For this activity, may I ask Khun Prakit to give a bit more details about what we have done in May, please.
Thank you, Khun Warapa, Director of TAT Paris ครับผม As some of you could see in the social media that TAT Paris organized regularly networking or workshop for lunch and during lunch and dinner. But for this time, we organize networking workshop from Kotai that we have a good response from our Thai hotelier, about 60 top executives of them who represent about 100 hotels in Thailand nationwide. And for the French part, we have about 48 tour operator and travel agency who join us. And the event lasts for 2 weeks, starting from 18 to 22nd, and then from 25 to 29 May, only for during the working day. So we use our Facebook as the center of this e-networking. So this is the time to matching our Thai hotelier with French tour operator and travel agency. So we ask just only our Thai hotelier to update their profile in their personal Facebook, as we will use for connecting. And then our French participant TOTA need to find out the information from a Thai hotelier for the name of the hotel, the destination, also the highlight of the of the product. And then after that, the TOTA need to send back the participation form with all these details to TAT Paris. And at the end, we just would like to thank them with some gift from TAT Paris ครับ Thank you คุณวรภาครับ
Yep. Thank you, Khun Prakit, for insightful information. And would you like to continue further what we are doing for the marketing during the COVID-19?
I leave Khun Warapa to end the presentation before going forward to our speaker today, that we have 2 speakers who will come to join with us.
Yep, we have 2 more speakers on the during the presentation right here. So I see that from the marketing side that TAT Paris very interesting that you have many campaigns that you have been running for the for during the COVID-19, right? Maybe you can give more example or more details on the marketing that you have been doing.
Yes. For the next slide.
Yeah, on the social media here. So you is that the Facebook is the most popular social media for French market?
Yeah, we have our social media that run by our team, as you can see in this figure, that we have quite important number of our follower to join as Thailand fan club, we can say. So this is the mean of communication that our team here in Paris used to communicate also with our client or with our visitor. Yeah.
I see.
And also we keep update. Yeah, we keep updates as I told you about the fan club by connecting with them with information and the necessary information.
I see.
And
Oh,
recently we asked the collaboration from our chef. Some of them are Michelin chef, either in Thailand or in France, to join us to share their emotional, what we can say, that emotional feeling to be able to keep in touch with the French population. So that why this you can see the activity by using the gastronomy, Thai gastronomy, to be to keep in contact with our guests, what we can say. Yeah.
okay. So the this is like a kind of content that you have been promoting to keep people in France engaged about Thailand, right?
Yeah, and also we try also to extend apart from the gastronomy together with other culture or some kind of relaxing or so make the people feel good during this time. As Kun Warapa said, that we spent the lockdown for 55 days, so we need also to keep the image of Thailand along with them, to go along with these people, as you can see from the images that we shown on this information that we did via our social media. Yeah.
I see. So for sure that when people are staying home for too long, they might get bored and they might dream of a destination or a trip in their mind. And also social media has a lot of impact to bring people or keep people engaged during this time.
Yeah, it's the time also to present them what we did, and they could spend the time to read more the details of information, because as our life went so fast, so it's time like to be behave it ourselves like slow life, and then learning more. We can learning more from the country, from the destination, and also we can learning more from ourselves and from our family. As you can see in the next slide, that many media in France start talking about Thailand uh, uh, during the lockdown period. And also we try to emphasize our destination about the certificate that Thailand would like to arrange or to prepare to welcome them back to Thailand. So the next slide can show the information of the destination. We also organize regularly the e-learnings. I think we organized in 2018 to have the e-learning via our partner, who are the French media for trade in the south of France. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very interesting to keep people engaged.
Yeah. For
So
example,
yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
For example, the documentary, as you can see in this slide, thanks to all French media who try to support our destination by showing many beautiful images, and also try to say about Thailand to be as family destination and also luxury destination. For example, as you can see on below Secret Day Star, they're talking about Thailand as luxury destination.
Okay, so now we have Kun Warapha back with us. So Kun Warapha, would you like to continue?
Yes, I'm sorry that the camera might not be working right now, and we had some technical problems. So according to what Kun Prakit has explained, yes, I mean the visibility on the social media is very crucial, and it's actually paid off wonderfully. As you can see that the increase in the number of interactions in April, more than 1.2 million engagements. And also many TV channels, they seem to love Thailand and they keep rerunning all the documentaries, all the TV shows, what's talking about the safety measure in Thailand. So this is all the good news that we can communicate to all the French people here. And the TV is the super powerful media, especially during the lockdown. And all, I hope Thailand is not going anywhere from French people's mind, and it is just a matter of time. They are waiting for the right time, and we will surely see French travelers back to our land of smile again, at least at the first quarter of January. And for the last slide, I have shown you the our marketing team. You with the email address. Please feel free to contact us anytime if you need any assistance. Kun Prakit on the left-hand side, he is the one of the most well-connected person in the French tourism industry. In the middle is Kun Sek San, who is responsible for the social media campaigns and online campaigns. On the right side, Kun Akane is looking after the Netherlands and Belgium markets, which we will be presenting in the next few days. So thank you. And right now, I would like to ask my friend in our tourism industry, Kun Virginie, to give her insights and ideas about the future of French outbound tourism, also with the situation of her company right now. Please, Kun Virginie.
Thank you. Thank you, Kun Warapha. Thank you, and good afternoon to all my friends of Thailand. I wish I could be on live with you in Thailand, but for the time being, we will do it from Paris. For those who do not know Asia Voyage, I'd like to make you a small presentation of who we are. So Asia Voyage is a tour operator. We are specialized and totally committed to the development of tourism to Asia and Pacific destination out of the French market. The company is in love with Thailand for more than 30 years. You can see our logo. Everything began in Thailand more than 30 years ago. You could see the Andaman junk, which was really part of the beginning of our business. We can claim that Asia Voyage is one of the market leader with more or less a 20% market share overall. And it has been recognized for many years within our market as a great expert of the destination. To explain you a little bit more about the company as well, Asia Voyage has a multi-channel distribution strategy. So we have a mix of B2B. So we go through more or less 3,000 travel agencies, all nationwide. Oh, maybe we could go before the slide before. Yeah, thank you. We are also on B2C through our own outlets. We have 5 outlets in France, and we have also a huge website where we can sell online. More or less 130 staff who are experts on the destination, and a lot of trainings we do. Print strategy, I will focus later on that, digital strategy, and we have a high concern for training with, of course, with the TAT, and we do as well a lot of targeted communication. We do tailor-made for FIT. We do as well group series, other groups, and we work as well for flash sale for trade retailers. So maybe we could go to the next one. Yeah, this is a focus on our brochure, one FIT brochure. It's a year-one brochure, more or less 80,000 copies per year. So it's a huge one. We have nearly 400 pages. And nearly 50 pages are dedicated to Thailand. This is a number 2 destination out of the 38 destinations we sell in terms of a number of pages. So it's a huge portfolio where we have package tour, preferred hotels, and a large set of excursion. Because Asia Voyage is not only selling hotels and beach stays, but it's also selling excursion and packages to discover the destination. We can go to the next one. Then we have another brochure which is dedicated to series. So it's 160 pages with 12 pages which are dedicated to Thailand. So which is important to just keep in mind. It's small groups, 24 packs, and it will be very important for next year, and especially with the crisis we have been facing. I think the size of the group will be something on which our clients will be concerned, not to be on a mass and huge size in a big bus. They will prefer to be on a medium scale. And this tour will go through Thailand, cultural, lifestyle, and of course with beach extension and a lot of options of customization. We can go to the next. Yeah, thank you. We have small focus as well on our website, very important today because we have to play digital. So we play digital with a lot of input, insight on the destination. A lot of packages are on the website, but we give also some insight on the destination, where to go, why to go, and we can buy as well online on this website. Then I will just highlight some of the DNA of the fundamentals of Asia Voyage. Why I wanted to share that with you. I think this will be the basis and as well the assets on which Asia Voyage will rely to relaunch and to reset for the new tourism to Thailand and to other destinations. I think part of our DNA will be authenticity. My former CEO used to say, maybe some of you knew him, Mr. Jean-Paul Chantraine. He always kept saying that the truth is in the product. I mean, we shall not just mix hotels and airlines, but we should offer more and discover the destination from the inside. And I think this will be very important for the future as well for Thailand, just how we could make the destination discover from the inside. Attractivity, there should be a Thailand for everybody, but not at any cost. So that will be as well very important in the future. It's not just to break the price, but how we can provide the quality and a good quality product for our clients. And another point also, it's not only Thailand, and I saw your map, Khun Varapa, is very interesting to see all the destinations with the top 3, but there are much more to develop in Thailand, and you all know that it's not only Bangkok, Phuket, and Chiang Mai, but many other places. And that's what we are trying hard with the TAT in Paris. It's really to provide ways and means to develop other destinations, especially when people will be looking for maybe a larger place, a quieter place. So it will be very important to have this in mind for the future. And service, one part of our DNA as well, is really to make the difference. Clients should be pampered. And more than ever, we will see that in the future, they will like to be pampered. So that will be the key thing. The no worry, just enjoy concern as well. That's why today, and it will be more than ever, the truth for next year and the year after, it's to have assistance really during the trip. And I will explain how we manage that during the crisis. We are our partner locally. And maybe we could go to the next one. So just a flashback on these 55 days on the crisis, and how we did Asia Voyage manage the situation. First, we got the Act 1. We had to handle all the repatriation of our clients on spot, not only in Thailand, but also in the surrounding countries where we use Bangkok as a huge hub. So we had hundreds of people and packs who relied on us just to make them fly back to France when everything was closing and the flight and the border. So, and I want to really highlight and thanks again our DMC, because they provided huge help on spot. It was really a long night and day work, and it really was helpful. Act 2, of course, we had to go on cancellation. Cancellation for the trip last minute, but also for April, for May, June, July. So far, we don't know if we will have to cancel as well August, but we had to do it, and so it was a lot of work. We had the strategy on the same time of reports, And as Kun Vorapa explained, we have some special help for the governments, which help us just to keep this booking. But we have a process of reports, and we have to, under the prescription by the law, we have 18 months. The clients can report within a scale of 18 months. So that's really helpful because at least we don't have to cancel and lose money, not for you on the Thailand side and not for us on tour operating, but we can report for the next 18 months. Act 3, we wish to maintain link with our local partners as much as we could. Of course, we were locked down, all the agencies were closed, the staff was on partial work, but we really tried to keep with our staff all this link. And we maintain the link as well with our clients as much as we could. So we did private calls to travel agency. We did private calls with the direct clients to keep the link with them. We did in-use, and I won't have time to forward all this to focus on this, but we did in-use as well. We did a lot of Facebook posts and so on, just to keep the link and keep the pace in the mood for Asia. Act 4, of course, it's now. We are preparing 2021 with a new production for Thailand, and there will be new products, there will be a new package, new modules, and of course, it's on the table right now. So that's of course there is a future for Thailand and of course for Asia Voyage in Thailand. So that's a little bit focus on what we did. So as I could say, we had to focus on that, and it took a lot of time for us. Then we can go to the next. So just to share with you some facts for today and some thoughts for tomorrow, even though, I mean, you have to keep in mind that every day is another day. We get some better news. So, of course, things might move on. I will go through the S like short term. So as Kun Vorapa mentioned, for the time being, we have a limitation of movements for this summer. So the French border are closed, as well as the EU closed as well, Schengen. So we don't know to which extent we can move. On the other side, France is a welfare state. So the French government help us a lot, but they help us and they ask also to the French to stay in France. You have to keep in mind that the French government, through the minister and all the political, they keep saying on the media, stay in France, and support back our economy. So that's something that's going to happen for this summer, certainly. We don't expect that a lot of people, even though they could be allowed to go elsewhere, I think they will be encouraged by any means to stay in France for the very short term. And on the same time, we have uncertainty regarding flights and opening pace in Thailand. We expect that Thai will fly again, of course. We expect Air France as well, but we don't have a clear window on when all this will happen. Then we go to the next. Security, definitely that will be the first priority for our clients and for us as well and for you. Safety and clear picture on entry condition will be very important, and I really am very interested on the sanitary measure on spot that will be taken, like the SHA project you mentioned, because this will be the key point on the decision of trialing. Could we travel safe? How things are going there? That will be the first question. Definitely, our clients, our customers will ask us, and we have to get all this guarantee. We will ask to encourage to visit less crowded spots. Maybe go elsewhere and not stay only in Bangkok, but go in a very spacious place. Or if they wish to go to iconic place, we will expect that they will be better monitored and with a control stream. We got that, for instance, in Beijing with the Forbidden City. They allow only a certain number of packs to enter. And I think that will be also something that the clients might be sensitive to, just not to be packed. Stay in hotels where we can allow reasonable distanciation. And I know this is going to be a very crucial point for you, hoteliers, because it's not going to be easy. Check-in, check-out process, management of the buffet experience, obviously won't be as it used before. I mean, people won't rush in the morning and touch all the food. So you will have to have this concern, because this will be the first question our clients as well with ALCUS. And so you will have to invent a new way of hosting. And of course, this high level of hygiene that you might have, but you might have to claim it more clearly. Next one. Sustainable and sense. Tourists will be in search for new type of tourism, for sure. They might travel less often, but longer and stay longer on spots. So I think you will have to develop new benefits and values, for instance, for beach stay. If people go for 10 days or used to go for 7 days in a place, in a beach hotel or a villa, maybe they will stay longer. So you will have to consider maybe specific offer and get more value for this and to encourage them to stay longer. On the other side, they will have also maybe looking for more than ever of an experience to meet the local, but not like being crowded with the locals, but maybe staying in a homestay, experiencing cooking class, but in very small place where they can really meet the local, share and support, because that will be also important. Next. Service. As I mentioned, this is part of our DNA for Asia Voyage, so assistance more than ever. More than ever, we will rely on our strong partners locally, DMC, of course, preferred hotels, but also local entrepreneurs. We will have a concern for the guides, and we will really need that whoever can do it support the guides who might be worried for foreigners. That's something that might happen, that for the guide might be worried to just stay with the foreigners who are coming from a COVID destination. So that will be a concern. And also get service before, during, and after trip, because this is really important. And to make, again, the Thai experience smooth as silk. And the next one, synergy. Yes, of course, we will have to share all our energy. So I often say 1 + 1 means 3. So if we mutualize our efforts, rather than just spreading in all directions to relaunch, I think we will be stronger. So we really expect from you to help not only the TAT, but maybe key hotels or preferred hotels, just to get targeted tacticals to get a better ROI. And the next seduction, French of Thailand, of course, a true love affair for the very beginning. So highest rate of repeaters amongst our clients. So I'm pretty sure, and I would like to finish with this positive note, that we have the aptitude to resilience. We could see it after the tsunami. I mean, the French came back very, very quickly. So I think Thailand more than ever should enhance Thainess, because this is your unique asset. And believe me, I mean, all the destination will be really pushy. So Thailand will have really to keep on this Thainess. So Thailand will be same, that's my prediction, even better, but different. And to finish, the last one. Merci beaucoup, and see you very soon, very hopefully. I mean, I had to cancel my survey trip in March, so I'm really, really looking forward to be back, and I see you soon. Thank you. Didier, I pass you now.
Yes, thank you very much, Virginie, and congratulations. It was very complete, excellent presentation, which is so complete that it's difficult for me to say anything else. I just have to present our company now. But congratulations for your job, Virginie. It's very, very concrete. Excellent. Prakit, should I?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, Visitor is a tour operator which is a generalist tour operator. It used to be specialized on Asia 20 years ago, but since 20 years now, we choose to make our production larger scale, and now we have tours, mostly guided tours going to Asia, but also to America, also to South America and South Africa, etc. And so it's specialized on guided tours. We've been created in 1986. The beginning was two friends, so we may pass to the next. Two friends which were guiding. Didier and myself were friends and associates, and still today, Visitor is still in the hand of the two creators, in love with the discovering exotic countries, beautiful landscape, and with the desire of sharing this opportunity. We try to keep the originality of our tours. and we provide it in 5 different ways to travel, which is guided tours, which is large place in our production, with 3 or 4 type of tours, from intimate, from 12 person, to a larger scale tours with up to 28 person. We organize guided tours there, and then private tours as well. We have a service of 10 people for a la carte and FIT. And we, on other countries like Canada, United States, organize fly and drive tours. And we have 2 brands. One is Visitor, completely dedicated to B2B, and another one which is more on groups and directly with companies, which the name is Partir. Maybe we can go to the next slide. We provide more than 50 destinations, as I told you, and we had a very successful growth of volume between 2017 to 2018, 2019, until the COVID, which was the bad stop. We had 25% increase for 19 versus 18. We work with many networks. All the networks in France represent a visitor, and we provide 150,000 brochure of 200 pages. We have 10 pages concerning Thailand, with tours and stays and extensions in this brochure. Altogether, visitor represent 25,000 people, and Partir is 15,000. So altogether, the group is 14,000 people. Now there is 75 people working in this company, taking reservations, studying budgets for a la carte tours, guided tours, etc. And this is for 2020. For 2021, we will be adding dynamic package, which will be introduced at the beginning of the year in our production, in order to give us the opportunity of more flexibility and enriching our production, but always preserving the idea of an experiment interlocutor. I share the analysis of Virginie when she says that we have to wait for smaller groups probably in 2021, for many reasons that we know, because I think that it will take a few years before we come back to the volume of 2019. It will take at least 1 or 2 years more. And so we have to focus on the value that we will share with our customer for 2021. And one of them will be the small groups. Everybody in the travel agency in Visitor is ready now for the grand reopening of the travel agency. This will be occurring beginning of June. We wait so much for this reopening because the French government allow us not to give back the money to the customers, but to accept only reports. We must say that now, in spite of the communication that we made by mail, by phoning, the reports are not very good at the moment for the end of the year and for the beginning of 21. So we hope that the reopening of the travel agencies will bring back the public in the agencies, and then that the politic of reports will show his dynamic, because at the moment it's only 5 to 10% of the trips that have been cancelled that are now reported already. So we are very in a wait for this. Okay, so concerning the communication that we're doing, I must say that Asia is like an example, and Thailand among these countries, because it has quickly recovered from COVID-19. And I think it's a good opportunity because French traveler, after France, of course, when they will have to choose for a new country to visit, they will take very much care of the sanitary and safety issue. And of course, they might be one of the reasons why they choose Thailand. I must say that concerning the end of 2020, we've been having a good help for travel agency by the French government that has helped us by giving us back the salaries and obliging the bank to loan necessary credit with the guarantee of the states. So maybe it will help us to recover for 2021. Maybe we can come to the next mutual communication. Yeah. To my opinion, as well as Virginie, and I think to all of you, of course, returning to long-haul country will be a matter of all the professionals. It will be a matter for the airlines to help us to give a clear policy of refunding tickets in case of problems, problem of insurance, maybe, because we have some of us have been many suffering from the crisis to find back the money, to be in the possibility of coming back to France when there was problem on the spot. Then it will be the matter of professional for promoting and from communicating. And of course, every campaign that will be on marketing online with the TAT and through the medias will be mostly welcome. So concerning the end of 2020, I share the opinion that it will be probably very small amount of people visiting again the long haul destination, and I think that more people will come back to Thailand and to other countries from the beginning of 2021. But 2021 is recovery. I think that maybe we can reach 60 to 75% of what we used to do in 2019. So I think it's time to let's go back to enthusiasm and to Thailand, because this pretty destination shows many sides of sanitary issues, safety issues, and some exotic and culture that will help us very much to come back to your country. That's it, Paket.
Oh, thank you, Kun DJ, to share this vision for our country. So now I give back to Kun Piyarat,นะครับ so we can start the Q&A session ครับผม
All right, thank you for all speakers, Kun Tijie, Kun Prakit, and every other speakers. Let me wrap up some of the highlights that all the three speakers have been mentioned. So last year we have about 745,000 visitors from French market arrival to Thailand, and from the top three main cities in France was from Paris, Lyon, and Marseille. And also the top destination in Thailand is also still be the popular destinations such as Bangkok, Phuket, and Chiang Mai, but also emerging destinations such as Chiang Rai and Phitsanulok is also in the area of interest of French market as well. Since the lockdown started from 17 March to 10 May, TAT Paris has a lot of campaigns online to keep people engaged about Thailand, such as online networking with our clients and also our partners, and online on social media campaigns about food contents and also cooking, health and wellness, and also Thainess to promoting as a top destination for French market. And there's also like TV TV documentaries and also magazine and e-learning that people can always keep in touch with Thailand. And from Kun Virginie's side from Asia, Kun Virginie mentioned that she has a lot of brochures about FIT and small group of people with all year-round promotions printed in August and last for 1 year. So that will give us chance a lot of hotels and also many businesses to include packages and also excursion trips and also customization for the trip of the tourists. And also for Asia, they are focusing on the enhanced visibility, attractiveness, and also online selling. For during the COVID-19, what Asia doing is very interesting. So there are repatriation of clients across Thailand, also keeping connection with local partners and also clients among their business. And also they also preparing for 2021. And of course, Thailand is one of the products that they are looking for. And also moving on to Kun DGA from Visitor, B2B from his business has bring more than 1,500 tourists to Thailand. And also this also include like FAT and also group participants. And Visitor is actually doing a lot of collaboration with TAT, such as communication, training for agencies in many cities in France, and also sales challenges to promote Thailand. Moving forward to 2021, so both Kun Virginie and Kun Jijie has a lot of insight to share with us. So for Kun Virginie, the method that they need to focus on to moving on to 2021 is described into S word, which is short terms. Many prediction has been said that the travel will start from domestic first, and then moving on to the long haul destination later on. And also safety has been a primary concern for every market, including France as well. But during the trip, there will be like less often, but longer stay and longer trip as well. So sustainability has been mentioned during this session as well. And also the service of the hotel and attractions can be, and also the tour guide can be one of the things that, has been concerned from the tourists as well. And for Kunjijie has a similar opinion that safety and hygiene has been a primary concern, and also the smaller group of people will be a trend for the tourists of France to travel to Thailand and also across the world. And all in all has been said, this has been a matter of the readiness of the country that if that the country that the people were traveling to, and also the facilities such as accessibility of airlines and also insurance and also the regulations of many countries. So that was all about the information of French market. Before we moving on to the Q&A, if you guys have any question and haven't submitted yet, you can do so by clicking the icon Q&A on your left hand side. And if you're watching from tablet or smartphone, the icon will be on the top. So seems like we have a few questions coming up already. So let's bring up all the speakers on screen. Welcome back, everyone. All right, let's start with the first question. Okay, so if we expect French will start traveling again on Q1 2021, how about window booking? They are going to book how many months in advance?
Okay, may I start with
What
this?
how
And
does it
then,
start?
yeah. So according to our analysis, the booking shall be happening in autumn. So for the first quarter of the year, we counted back for 3 months. I would say it's around 3 or 4 months. September or October should be the time for booking. How about Virginie and Didier? What do you think?
Well, I share that with you, Kunvarapa. I think, generally speaking, booking will begin September, October. The only thing, it will all depends on the signals given by the airlines. what will be the pace, what will be the offer as well, and also the signals given by the by Thailand. I mean, what will be the process for entering the destination? Because we need to know before people will book, they will have to be, have a clear picture of how it will happen on spot. So usually, yes, it's September, October. It might be a little bit delayed, maybe like October, but we expect that again the booking should be end of the autumn at the minimum for maybe the first arrival for Christmas and forward, of course.
Yes, thank you.
Kun
Yes.
Jijie, you have
Didier?
I share this opinion. Unfortunately, what we will have during June, July, and August will only be the reports that will take time. The travel agents will be very busy by this matter, and the French people at the moment, they are not in a mood to think about going away. They're in a mood to stay in France because they are worry about their future. The future of economy in France has been very much impacted by the crisis. So I think summer will wash up all these fears, and by the autumn, if, like Virginie said, the signal from the insurance, from the airlines is clear enough to make the people in confidence to reserve again, then we will expect some reservation in the autumn for the first quarter of 21. Yes.
Yes, so we do agree in the same way that it might start in autumn. This depends, however, on the fact that there is no second wave of the pandemic.
That's true. Let's hope that the second wave isn't come back to any country of the world, so that we can move on to our business. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Pattaya is number 5 popular destination in Thailand. Is it Pattaya City Hotel along Najom Tien and Rayong? Beach vacations or extension of round trip? I think there's like 3 questions in one sentence. So yeah, but let me repeat it again. Pattaya is number 5 popular destination in Thailand. Is it Pattaya City Hotel along Najom Tien and Rayong? Beach vacation or extension of round trip? Who would like to begin the answer?
Concerning visitors, we mostly work on round trip. So we're not very, and we work only on Rayong and Jomtien and Pattaya as an extension. So my opinion is not very important concerning this very matter, But to us, Thailand is a country that we like to show to the people, and we like to share our experience in this country. So we mostly propose round trip. So Virginie, you know much about this.
Yeah, no, it's the same for us. I mean, for us, Pattaya is not really Pattaya area. Jomtien and Rayong are not really the strongest markets. I mean, we focus on islands more for beach stays, and as we said before, more on the round trip of the country. Yeah.
But for in terms of Tourism Authority of Thailand, so as we can see, the number of visitors to Pattaya now is more and more comparing with about I can say about 10 years ago, because people would like just to combine after the series or after the package as said Kun DJ. However, not coming back 100% yet, but little by little people would like to stay by extension to Pattaya and going further until Rayong and even to the eastern coast of Trat to Koh Chang as well. Yeah.
Yes, that is right, because we have also explored the East Coast area, not only just Pattaya. And one of our plans is that we are going to publish in French language the information brochure about the East Coast of Thailand, including the islands around Trat, and also some attractions on mainland like Jantaburi and Rayong. So according to our original plan, we would like to promote this area for the next year as well. For FIQ traveler. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it can be a dream destination, next dream destination for French market, because the beaches on the east side is compatible to the south of Thailand as well. So next question. Do we have a next question up? Okay, so to this one, I think this question is for Kun Warapa. To TAT Paris, could you please share the name of TAT Paris Facebook page? And are you open for Thai SMEs to join the campaign?
Of course, our Facebook page is Ma Tai Long. Do we have any slide that can show on here? Ma Tai Long, MATHAILNDE. And from time to time, we work with our hotel partners to promote their properties when we have some special campaign targeting to our followers on Facebook. And apart from the office Facebook, we do also have a kind of trade Facebook, actually through Kun Pakit Facebook. And that is what we mentioned about the online networking event. For those who are interested, can always contact us through emails that we have given in the slide. Thank you.
Okay, let me repeat again. So the Facebook page name Ma Tai Long, and if you would like to extend all the campaigns with TAT Paris, you can contact our staff directly. So let's move on to the next question. Clients expect quality, hygiene, and safety. Clients want to individual experiences. Clients expect service. Clients want to attractive price. How?
That's a question.
I guess this is a question. So, Virginie, do you want to begin with this question?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just a matter of balance. I mean, I think it makes sense. I mean, people can understand that having higher standards might request to pay a little bit more, but they don't. It's really a matter of balance. If the price is too high, they won't go. It's just they can accept to a certain degree. So how I would say this is all our work. I mean, on your side, on our side, how we balance that. It's just a good sense, I would believe. I think the people will accept that because there's criteria of hygiene and safety needs a little bit more investment. They can accept to pay a surcharge, but to which extent I can tell you there is some, well, as we say in economy, some elasticity to so the balance would be the right answer. Don't go too far away.
Yeah, Kun Didier, do you like to add something?
It's not clients with an S, it's clients. But there are different kinds of clients. Some people are looking for attractive prices, that's true. But some clients, when they expect quality, they are ready to spend money, and they are ready to spend time, to spend money. We can see that now they increase the slow tourism, and the people, they want to share experiences. They are ready. There are many ways to be a client in a country like yours, because there are so many opportunities. Some people, they want to walk in the landscape. Some people, they want to go to beaches, and some people, they will go for a culinary trip. So it's not a general matter. I think each one of us, professional, has to follow the clients that they apply for. That's it.
I see. So it depends on the clients that you're looking for, and the keyword is to balance between the price and quality to attract customers. Okay, let's move on. It seems like we have a few questions left. So next one is, how popular is all-inclusive package for French market? What kind of all-inclusive package people are looking at when traveling to beach destinations?
Well, I will share this point with you, Didier, but I think we are not the good one to answer to that because it is not the art of our company. I mean, we developed with to discover Thailand and not to just stay in a place and don't move from this place. I mean, for us, inclusive in Thailand, and that's my belief. I think it's not a good way to discover the destination and to set the food, for instance, just enjoying only the buffet. I think this is not the proper way. For us, there is so much more to discover. And when you are staying in a hotel, I mean, not only the different restaurant of the hotel, but maybe go once a while outside. So I think, yeah, for us, this won't be, I mean, the development for us, for sure.
Yes, I'm sorry, we're not the good interlocutor for this matter.
No.
Because we've been communicating so much on the charms of Thailand, on the people of Thailand, on the landscape of Thailand. It cannot be resumed in an all-inclusive hotel. I'm sorry, because I have a profound respect for this hotel and for the what they provide to the people. But don't forget that concerning French market, we have 2 destinations only 6 hours away from us, which are Republic Dominican Republic and Mexico, which gives this kind of all-inclusive package with only 6 hours by plane, with history of this kind of all-inclusive with French people for maybe 15 years now. And when the people think about Thailand, they don't think, on my opinion, and I think like Virginie, they don't think all-inclusive package.
So we can say that it won't work very well for French market.
For all companies, that's
Yeah, for ASEAN.
For those
Can I share this one, if you allow, Virginie and DJ?
Excuse me?
Can I share the information for this kind of offering from French market in Thailand?
What do you mean?
Get it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So as Virginie said, that this product is not for ASEAN and visitor, but some tour operator they work on. So it's so it's very difficult for Virginie to reply in this one. But the market, the product of all inclusive exists for Thailand from French market.
Yeah.
Of course,
So
there will be people working more specifically on stays, on clubs, among the French tour operators. There are people like that, specialized on clubs, all-inclusive clubs in Tunisia, in Morocco, in Mexico, in Republic Dominican. So, but concerning Asia and visitor, unfortunately, we are not a good interlocutor for this matter. But they are French tour operators.
Okay. So it depends on your clients that if whether they look for like all inclusive or independence package. So I think time is running up. We have 2 more questions in the line. So the first one, would the French looking for beach and island getaway from the crowd? Normally islands are more expensive. Would that affect travelers' decision?
Well, I think we have already this type of clients. Yeah, they like, I mean, this is the icons and the postal card of Thailand, your remote islands, which make also your uniqueness. And that's also which brings, I think, the repeaters, because one might have tried or experienced Phuket 1 year and they might want to discover Koh Samui, Koh Tao, Koh Yao, whatever. And I think this is really important. So they can agree. It's always also, it might be a little bit more expensive that, of course, than staying in Pattaya, but it's also offering maybe something different. So it's also a matter of the offers. I think people will still go. I mean, attractiveness, I think more would be the not only the price, but the access, how we can go to this place. If it's easy, if it doesn't take like 1 full day to access, a balance on the cost. Now we all know that Koh Samui is really, really expensive compared to flying to Phuket, for instance. So Phuket with all the island around. So really a matter of balance on the rates. But I don't expect it will be shifting. I mean, we have already this kind of clients who love to go to the islands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, once again, communication is not a mainstream. You have many clients for many products. So I think the key for Thailand is to communicate on the variety of possibilities that it will show to the people, it will propose to the people. Thailand is very rich on this offer. Because it goes from all-inclusive hotel to expensive private islands, for instance. So the key communication.
Hello.
We got.
Yep.
We are lost, Didier.
I think we lost Didier for a second. So besides Kun Virginia, you mentioned about not only like the cost but accessibility. You have anything to clarify further for this question before we move on to the next one?
No, it's really to make the access to be easier
and to give the white.
Didier is back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Didier.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry.
Do you want to continue what you have been talking about this question, Kun Didier?
Okay. Voilà. So, no.
Seems like we have a technical problem again.
La connexion n'est pas très bonne, DJ.
Okay. So yeah, let's bring him back when his connection is getting better. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, this should be the last question for today. Okay, let's bring it on for the last question of this session.
Okay.
So visitor and Asia Voyage, do you plan to launch any campaign, recovery campaign or marketing activity for a Thailand destination? Who wants to go first?
Didier, you want to go? Your ears? Okay, so I will go before Didier. Yes, of course. I mean, for Asia Voyage, for sure we will. We are already working on it. We have many plans, of course. We just wait in communications. The key thing is to do it on the right time. So we believe it's a little bit too early to do it, as Kunvarapa mentioned earlier. So it's on the books, it's scheduled, but we just need to wait the perfect time. So definitely will be something around the autumn, of course, and we will focus on both sides. B2B to the travel agency once they will be reopened, of course, and we will go also to the direct clients. And yes, of course, we will be working closely with the TAT because I think it's again 1 + 1 means 3. And yes, of course, there will be a lot of things to do. I mean, Thailand is, as I said before, it's in our art, our logo, and it's a big belt in the company. So we are not going to live like that, and we will be back. We will be back with French to bring to you.
Okay. Kun Didier, would you like to add on?
Yes, of course. As you know, we had already some campaigns which were scheduled for the autumn and for the beginning of the year. And so, of course, we will do our best to communicate to the travel agents and with all the possibilities to present our production and to underscore the possibilities in Thailand. There is so much to say because there are not only one Thailand. There is not only one Thailand. There are so many possibilities, so much things to say. We have to communicate very much. So we communicate by e-learning. We communicate with media, and we communicate with the help of the TAT. And we thank you very much for that and for this opportunity to speak with all of you today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So Asia has been a very good partner with TAT, and they already plan for something that to keep to promote Thailand during hopefully this autumn if nothing changed, and hopefully that we will get the visitors back to Thailand on 2021. So that was all about TAT Paris on the French market today. But thanks to all the audience for watching once again. And if you would like to watch us again, you can do so by using the same link and access code. And if you'd like to look for the past event and also the future event, you can go into tourismthailand.org/webinar to have a look at our other sessions as well. And today, thank you for all our speakers for today, our invited speaker, Kun Virginie and Kun Didier, for being with us today, and also Kun Warapa and Kun Prakit. Very useful information for today. And for the reminder that evaluation form is mean a lot to us, so you can submit it by clicking the icon evaluation next to the Q&A to give us your feedback and also the topic that you would like to hear us once again. And for TAT Paris, we have another session on the future outbound of a Belgian market, which will be on the 1st of June. So make sure you register for that. And tomorrow we have another sessions coming up and about the current situation in South Europe by TAT Rome. So please stay tuned and happy with TAT webinar with us. So for today, thank you and สวัสดีค่ะ